Pete the Cat. I love my white shoes. A story about staying cool. A fresh start. Meet Pete the Cat. Pete is cool. Pete is calm. Pete is kind. And today, Pete is excited. Why? Because Pete just got a brand new pair of white shoes. They were shiny, spotless, and made Pete feel like he could walk to the moon and back. Pete looked at his shoes and smiled. Pete. Whoa, these white shoes are the best ever. I love my white shoes. He started walking through town singing, I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. Everything was great, and Pete felt awesome. But remember, kids, this story is all about what to do when things don't go as planned. So let's walk with Pete and see what happens next. A colorful change. As Pete strolled past a farmer's market, he wasn't looking where he was going. Squish! Pete stepped right into a huge pile of strawberries. Juicy red juice covered his white shoes. Oh no, Pete's shoes weren't white anymore. They were bright red. Did Pete cry? Did he scream? Did he say, that's not fair? Let's ask him. Pete, smiling. Goodness, no. Strawberries are sweet and red is cool. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. Pete didn't stop. He just kept walking and singing and smiling. And that's what makes Pete so special. He knows that life is full of surprises, and it's not what happens to your shoes. It's how you walk in them. Mud, rain, and kindness. The sky grew dark, and suddenly, raindrops fell from the sky. Plip, plop, plop. Pete kept walking. He loved the rain. But now the red on his shoes started running off. Then, splash! Pete stepped into a deep puddle of mud. Now his shoes were brown, wet, and squishy. Pete's friend, Lola the chicken, ran over with an umbrella. Lola, worried, Pete, your beautiful shoes, they're ruined. Pete looked down, then looked at Lola, and he smiled. Pete, they're not ruined. They're just different. I'm still me, and I still love my shoes. Lola, relieved. You're so chill, Pete. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes. Beat. And that's another secret, kids. When things get messy, don't panic. Stay kind. Stay calm. Keep walking. Because shoes can get dirty, but your attitude stays clean. Splashes of fun. Pete kept walking through town. He passed by a group of kids painting a mural on the wall. Hi, Pete, they shouted. Want to help us paint? Pete nodded and stepped forward, right into a big puddle of blue paint. Splat! Now Pete's shoes were a wild mix of brown, blue, and maybe even some green. The kids gasped. Kid 1. Oops, we're so sorry, Pete. Pete, laughing. Why be sorry? Now my shoes are part of a masterpiece. He twirled, showing off his splattered shoes. I love my painty shoes. I love my splashy shoes. Beat Pete didn't just get messy, he got creative because every color told a story, and Pete was proud of each and every step. Mistakes can be beautiful. Just change how you see them. Pete's big lesson. By the end of the day, Pete's shoes were no longer white. They were red, brown, blue, speckled, soggy, and even smelled a little like strawberries. Pete sat on a bench and looked at his feet. A little kitten walked up and asked, Kitten, why aren't you sad? Your shoes are so dirty. Pete, smiling big. They may be dirty, but they helped me walk through a great day. A sweet, rainy, muddy, splashy, happy day. I love my story shoes. I love my journey shoes. Beat. And that, dear friends, is what this story is all about. No matter what happens, whether you step in strawberries or splash in paint, don't cry, don't panic, smile, be kind, and just keep walking forward, because Pete says it's all good. So kids, remember Pete's secret? Let's say it together. It's not what happens to your shoes, it's how you walk in them. Be calm, be cool, be kind, and always keep singing your song. I love my walking shoes. I love my smiley shoes. If you loved walking with Pete today, tap like. What color are your shoes right now? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Panimation for more fun stories and songs.